Corner, where every Tuesday I answer your questions. And by every Tuesday, I mean every once in a while, maybe 3 or 4 times a year when I think about it, and it's probably not even Tuesday.
Colleen's Corner.
I started doing Colleen's Corners because many years ago, I got a ticket because I ran through a red light.
I was very conflicted about running this red light. I looked really stressed out and really scared. But look at my face.
And it was like $400 or $500, which is insane. And I didn't have the money to pay for it, so I thought, well, if I upload a video every single Tuesday, maybe I can finally save up enough money to pay this off. It worked, and I did Colleen's Corners every Tuesday for many years, but I stopped doing them because it's not YouTube 2015 anymore. We're in 2020, where we buy huge hype houses and Ferraris and mansions full of glitter and bows. Not many people want Q&As, but here I am with my cat, giving you a Q&A. I can't reach her. I asked you on Instagram what you wanted to know, and here are your replies. Are you and Eric actually married? Oh my gosh, hitting me with the hard ones right off the bat. Are we actually married? What do you mean? Yes, obviously we are actually married. I don't know why you would think we aren't, but we are. If you asked me what our anniversary was, I probably couldn't answer you. In fact, I know I couldn't answer you because Eric and I talked about it last night and we were like, what's our anniversary? And we don't remember. But I know it's in November. Yes, we got married. It was a very small little get together with family. We didn't have a big wedding. We didn't plan anything. It was just like we were having dinner one night and we're like, let's get married. And that's what we did. We wanted to have a big celebration this year, like a big reception, but COVID obviously stole those plans from us. So maybe someday in the future, we will be able to have like a big wedding party. Yes, we are actually married. First period story. I've told this story before. I will tell it to you again. I'll tell you the short version. Basically, I was 14 years old. I was in the costume crew for My Fair Lady at my school, and the costume crew had to work on the weekends, which seems like it should be illegal, but anyway. I was there on a Saturday morning. I was sewing costumes, and I had to go to the bathroom because my stomach hurt. I thought I had to poo. I pulled out my underwear, and I saw lots of dark stuff in my underwear. I didn't know what it was. I did not think it was a period. It also did not look like poo, and I also did not remember pooing my pants. So I thought I was dying. And I called my mom and I said, can you please come get me? I then realized after a while that it was my period. It took me a while to understand what had happened. And I was really embarrassed, but I don't think people should be embarrassed of their periods because almost every single girl has a period and even some men have periods. So I don't understand why it's like a taboo topic. Like, we have periods, who cares? Like, get over it. It's not icky. Can you talk about your postpartum experience? I talk about this all the time. If you follow my vlogs, I'm sure you've heard me talk about it. My postpartum experience was better than a lot of women. A lot of women get postpartum depression. I did not get that. I got postpartum anxiety. Where my anxiety brothers and sisters at? And that's been a challenge to learn how to deal with. As far as like physically, my postpartum experience took a very long time for my body to heal because I ripped and tore
a lot downstairs.
There was a lot of stitches. So it was a very painful experience, but I was so happy to have Flynn that I didn't even really care. When are you moving to Canada? Oh, I want to go so bad. Guys, I literally looked up houses in northern Vancouver like 2 nights ago. I was like, I'm gonna move. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna move. So I started looking it up. I looked up when the travel ban ended because right now Americans are not allowed in Canada unless it's like for essential like working or medical reasons. And so I'm not allowed in Canada right now. So I am looking up when the ban ends and seeing if we can go when the ban ends. But now they're saying they might extend the ban. So I don't know, but I really do want to move to Vancouver, at least for a little bit. So hopefully that can happen. When you say you write, what do you write? Summaries, scripts, conversations, stories? So if you follow me on my vlog channel, you know that I have been trying to write for 1 hour every single day. It's a commitment I made to myself to try to get creative again and start making new projects. So there are 2 things that I write. I write books, as you guys know, self-help and my diary. And I also write TV shows and movies with my brother. So we wrote Haters Back Off together. We've written other concepts for other TV shows. We've also written movie scripts. So we write a lot of fun things together. And so I write one of those 2 things, like I kind of switch it off. Potential books and potential TV shows or movies are the things that I write to get creative and excited about future projects. Do you think Flynn will be obsessed with cars forever? My son has been absolutely obsessed with cars, construction trucks, basically anything with wheels since he was 1. I don't know that he'll be obsessed with cars forever, maybe, and if he is, I'll be so supportive and excited for him. But I think more so he's obsessed with like mechanics. He likes figuring out how things work. So when he plays with cars, he's not like, you know, crashing them and riding all over things. He does that too, but more so what he does is he gets down and like watches the wheels turn as he plays with it, and gets down on the floor and tries to see how the mechanics work, right? I mean, he's only one, so who knows, but I do think that he will eventually be very interested in like mechanics and technical things. Like that seems to be his jam. As far as kids' toys goes, there's not a lot of toys that have like moving parts, you know, it's like dolls and stuffed animals and blocks. And so since cars are like the one kid toy that has like a moving element, I think that's why he likes them so much, I think. I don't know. Will you guys do a family costume this year? If so, you should all be construction trucks. We are doing a family costume this year for Halloween, and I'm so excited. At least right now, the plan is it's a musical theater themed. So if you guys think you can guess what our musical theater inspired family Halloween costume is, leave it in the comments below. I'm really excited. I don't know if it'll actually happen, but I really hope it does. What is your favorite thing Flynn does? I love everything that Flynn does. He is so fun. He's in such a cool stage right now. It's before the like terrible twos, but he's out of the baby stage. So he's just like fun and curious and excited and happy and talkative. He's a huge personality, and I love that about him. I can't pick a favorite thing that Flynn does because I love everything, but something new that he just started doing that's really funny is he'll hug us really, really, really tight, and then when he pulls away from hugging us, he's like this close to your face and he goes and I think that's really funny. I love it. Most embarrassing moment this week, please. I love you. I told this story on my TikTok, so make sure to be following me there. I drove through the McDonald's drive-thru for the first time in a really long time, and the guy handed me my credit card and said, drive forward to the next window, and I said, I love you, on accident. I mean, I do love him, I love everybody, but like, I don't wanna just like be telling the McDonald's worker that I love him, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of awkward, and he stared at me, and I was like, so that was the most embarrassing thing that happened to me this week. It was very embarrassing. When is baby number 2 gonna happen? You guys, this question was asked like a trillion times. Like everyone was asking me, when am I gonna have another baby? When are you having another baby? Are you gonna adopt a baby? Are you gonna have a baby? When are you getting pregnant? Are you pregnant? When's baby number 2? When are you having baby number 2? Are you gonna have baby number 2? When's the next baby coming? When are you gonna have a sibling to your little kid? What is going on? Why don't you have a little kid? Are you gonna have a girl? Or are you gonna have a boy? When are you gonna have another baby? Are you gonna have another baby? Relax. We are not planning on having another baby anytime soon. I am really scared of the idea of getting pregnant in general, but the idea of getting pregnant during a global pandemic is not ideal, and getting pregnant during a very terrifying political time in our country is terrifying. I don't know what's gonna happen. I kind of want to wait to do anything till after the election because I'm really scared that like all my rights are gonna be taken away as a woman. Anyway, we do want another kid. 100,000,000% we want another kid. We just don't know when that's gonna be. Not anytime soon. At least not anytime soon on purpose. It might happen on accident. We'll see. What makes you the proudest to be Flynn's mom? Lots of love. There's so many things that make me proud to be Flynn's mom, but I think the number one thing is how much he loves to include everybody. That's a quality in him that I don't feel was taught. I think that's just how he is. Like, his sweet little soul is so sharing and giving and community driven. Like, he needs everyone to be involved all the time. If you're in the room and Flynn is playing with a toy, he's like, mama, toy, dada, toy, Coco, toy, grandma, toy. Like, if he's sitting in a chair, he needs everyone to sit right next to him. If he's playing in a sandbox, he needs everyone to come play in the sandbox. He wants everyone to feel included. He wants everyone to be there with him. When he's eating food, he makes sure everyone has a bite. If he's playing with certain toys, he makes sure everyone has a toy. If he's doing a puzzle, everyone gets a piece. He just wants to make sure everyone feels included.
So good.
Is that for Coco?
Yeah.
Oh, this is your spoon, Corey. I think if you stir it enough, it'll turn into the base.
Go.
And that isn't something I taught him. That's just something he feels like he needs to do because he's such a sweet little boy. And I love that about him. I mean, I love everything about him, but that's one of my favorite things. What is a weird thing Eric does but thinks is normal? He bites into string cheese. That's not normal. You're supposed to make the string cheese into strings. Like, that's why it's called string cheese. Like, you peel it and you eat like the individual strings, you know what I mean? Like, how does someone just bite into it? Like, how do you just like, that's not cute. I don't like that. I don't trust that. I don't respect that. String your cheese. Unless it's a mozzarella stick, then bite all you want. Will you ever go vegan? Honestly, I think I will. This is a very controversial topic, which is so funny to me because I feel like I can talk about absolutely anything on the internet, but I feel like if I talk about food and like veganism is when I get the most hate. So I'm gonna try to tread lightly here. I believe that being a vegan is the best for our environment. It's the best for our world. But I do feel like there's a big war between vegans and non-vegans. That's unfortunate because I think that veganism really is such a wonderful way to help save the planet. My sister's a vegan. I have lots of friends who are vegan. I've learned a lot about veganism. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, being a vegan is easy, and I feel like that's like a mistake that a lot of vegans make in their efforts to make other people vegan, is being like, see, it's easy. It's not easy if you've been eating dairy and meat your whole life. It isn't. At least it's not for me. I guess I can't speak for everyone. It's really, really hard to cut all those things out. So what I try to do is I try to make better choices when I can, as often as I can. So am I vegan? No. But I wish that it was easier for us all to become vegan. So for example, instead of regular milk, we tried to use oat milk or almond milk. I use vegan butter a lot instead of regular butter. Just little options here and there. I try to get cruelty-free shampoos, conditioners, makeups when I can. You know, just making little choices when you can is helping, even though some people might tell you it's not helping. From both sides. There are people who are not vegan who go like, that's not gonna do anything. And then there are people who are vegan who are gonna be like, you're not doing enough. I just wanna say, I think anyone making an effort is good. And so if you're making efforts to better this world in whatever way that you can, that should be applauded. I do think veganism is the best way to help our earth, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm just making veganish choices when and where I can, and I hope that you guys can respect that. And now I'm really scared of what the comments are gonna say. Moving on. What's a petty deal breaker for you in a relationship? If they're not Eric Stockland, that's my deal breaker. That is my one and only requirement in a relationship, is that they are Eric Stockland. That's it. I know that's pretty petty. Anyway, that's all the questions I'm gonna answer for you guys today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, do all the things you're supposed to do, subscribe to my channel, and pretty please push that bell notification button, because a lot of people are saying that they're now not getting my videos in their subscription boxes, which is pretty common for YouTube and all of their little bugs and kinks. But just to ensure that you get notified when I upload new videos, make sure to press that bell notification. Even though this is a really boring video and all of you are probably not gonna unsubscribe to me, please don't do that. Okay, I'm gonna go hang out with my baby. And my kitty. Come here, kitty. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Goodbye.
Tonight, you guys all stinks right before